Hi, my name is Jancy Turner. Today is April 3rd. Today we will be performing our lab experiment for week 5, which is the carbohydrate fermentation test, okay? So what we have here is our fentanyl red broth. Each tube is labeled with a particular broth that we're going to be using. And it's also labeled with the active culture we're going to be inserting in here as well. So we have 6 of those that we will be using. Our activated culture that we're going to be using is either going to be Saccharomyces cerevisiae or Streptococcus epidermidis. So one tube is Saccharomyces cerevisiae and the other tube is Streptococcus epidermidis, okay? And there's 2 tubes that we will be using our glucose powder with, 2 tubes for each activated culture, and fructose powder for each activated culture, and mannitol for each activated culture, okay? And then we have our 2 pipettes that we're going to be using sitting in alcohol for the activated cultures. We have our activated cultures sitting over to the side. And we have our durable tubing that we're going to insert also into our fentanyl red tubes, all 6, okay? Once we get everything inserted into the tube. We will do it one time with the 1 tube and then we'll come back with the result. Hi, I'm back. So what we're going to do now is open up our first tube, which is for the Saccharomyces cerevisiae glucose. So we're going to open that and sterilize the top with our flame off. That's off to the side. We're going to do that first. And we're going to take our glucose, which is our glucose powder, and we're going to just drop half of it into the bottle. Okay, that should be about half. So we're going to close that one up. And we're going to sterilize this one more time. Okay. Closing that one. We're going to repeat this step. We're going to invert to mix it to make sure the glucose mix into the fentanyl red broth properly. What we're going to do next is we're going to repeat this step with the glucose with our other tubes, and then we have fructose and mannitol that we will be inserting also in the tubes that it go into. Okay? So what we're going to do now is insert our durable tube into our fentanyl red broth, okay? So we're just going to open it up. These are our durable tubes. We're just going to open it up, and the opening of the durable tube is going to go open side down, just like this. So we're going to drop it in there like that. So we're going to repeat that with all the rest of the tubes, and then we'll be back with the next part. Okay, I'm back. So what we're going to do now is add our activated culture, which is Saccharomyces cerevisiae, to our fentanyl red broth. So first we're going to sterilize the top of our fentanyl reds, and then we will sterilize the top of our Saccharomyces cerevisiae culture, okay? Okay, that one's sterilized. So now we're grabbing our Saccharomyces cerevisiae here, and we're going to sterilize the top of that, and then we're going to withdraw 4 drops and insert 4 drops into our fentanyl red, okay? Okay, so now we're going to insert our pipette so that we can withdraw. I'm going to make sure the alcohol is out of there. We're going to withdraw our Saccharomyces cerevisiae. So we're going to just withdraw enough to spread through our 3 tubes, okay? Sterilize our Saccharomyces cerevisiae culture. So top going back on. So I'm going to insert 4 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're going to do that with our other 3 Saccharomyces cerevisiae tubes, and then we'll be back. Okay, so we are completely done with our fentanyl red experiment. I repackaged them up, and then I'm going to put them to incubate for 12 hours, okay? And then we'll be back to review the results. Hi, I'm back with our results of our carbohydrates fermentation test. These are our results here. So we're going to start with this side that is facing you. We're going to start with this one, which is our Streptococcus epidermidis glucose test. Observation, it's red. It has little bubbles in our Durham tube. This test states that there is no acidic production in glucose with Streptococcus epidermidis, but there is gas production, as I can see. Okay. And with Streptococcus epidermidis in fructose, there was gas production, but no acid production. Okay, no acid was produced with fructose with Streptococcus epidermidis. And moving on to Streptococcus epidermidis in mannitol, there was one gas bubble there, so that means there was gas produced, but not very much. That was only one bubble, to almost to where I would almost say no gas produced, no acid produced in with mannitol, but I see a tiny bubble in the inside, so just minimum gas production for that one. Okay, and going over to our other one, which is Staphylococcus cerevisiae. We have it in glucose here. We have acid production. When it turns yellow, that means that there was acid produced, and with glucose. We also, let's see if we can see if there was bubble. It looks like there is an air bubble in, yes, it is a bubble. It's very long in the tube. So gas and acid was produced with Saccharomyces cerevisiae in glucose. This one leaked out. I don't know how the top was closed, but we still see that there was acid produced. And it looks like gas was produced as well in this one. So it was positive for acid and gas. Okay. That was for the Saccharomyces cerevisiae in fructose. This is our Saccharomyces cerevisiae in mannitol, and it produced acids and gas as well. Okay, so those are results for our carbohydrate fermentation test. Thank you. Have a great day.